People of Earth, my name is Colin, your name is Audience, and welcome back to this. Today we're in the bathroom, but not because of Chipotle. We are actually today going to clean my desk mat, which is filthy. It's never been cleaned. It was a Christmas gift from my younger brother. It's personalized with my username and logo on it, which is really, really cool. It was a custom mat that was put together by one of his friends, so thank you, you know who you are. So first step is we're gonna just fill up the bathtub. There's no point in me, I just decided to have fun with it, honestly. So I'm in my swim trunks and a nice waterproof t-shirt, and we're gonna clean it. Alright, the tub is filling up. The other reason why, I don't know why I'm yelling, I don't know if you can hear me. The other reason I'm deciding to just have fun with this is it's really freaking hot outside, guys. So, nice cold bath, get some work done. Okay, so what has happened here is a classic situation of Colin not knowing which handle is the hot handle. So this is burning hot right now, like lava. It said to do warm, so we're halfway there. And then I went downstairs and got some dish soap, which some of the things online say not to use, but some of them say use a little bit. So I mean, again, I'm not super, they say like it'll dull the vibrancy. I'm more so just worried about getting it clean, if that makes sense. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add some cold water to cool this off a little bit, hopefully, so that when I get in, I don't, just burn the skin off my bones. So mat will go in first. Completely submerged is what it said online. And now it's my turn. Ooh, that was close. Almost left my phone in my pocket for that. That could have been muy malo. How's everybody doing? Good? Alright, I believe this is for skincare, but we'll use it here. Oh, let me back up a little bit. There we go. We're definitely gonna need some soap. Hold on a second. Draining out a little bit. We're a bit too high in the water here. So while I'm sitting here in the tub alone, I thought now would be as good a time as any to talk about love. No, seriously though, I've been driving around a lot lately, and for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who don't drive a lot during the week, there is a humongous amount of time for like self-reflection and just thinking, which for some people can be a really bad thing, but for other people can be like super helpful. And one of the things that obviously we do when we drive around a lot, or that I specifically do when I drive around a lot, is listen to music. And one of the songs that I recently discovered, and by recently I mean probably about a year ago at this point, I believe it was last winter, is a song, oh man, I am blanking on the name right now, give me a second. It's by 21 Pilots. I'll put the name of the song up on screen right now because I can't for the life of me remember what it is, for some reason. One of the lines in the song that means a lot more to me now than it did originally. I would tell you I love you, but the muffs on your ears cater your fears, which is basically the way that I take that is that it means that, I can reassure you, I can tell you all of these things, but at a certain point, if you're not ready to hear them, nothing's gonna change, basically. Well, that's why I take the muffs on your ears catering your fears bit to mean. Do all of these things, I can do everything that is expected and all these different things, but if you're not ready to hear or believe these things that I'm telling you, then what's the point? You know, like it's not going to change anything. If I can do everything, I can do all these different things, but if you are not open to hearing them, if you aren't going to believe me when I say them, nothing's going to change. And that starts what everybody always says. You got to work on yourself first before you can be in a relationship. Which, you know, I believe, but I also, you know, if you find the right person, you know, they will be accepting of yourself and accepting of your flaws, so that it's not like you have to be a perfect person to get into a relationship. More so just that the most evident and difficult problems that you have will become easier or less difficult to deal with if you take care of them before you get into a relationship and prevent them from becoming the relationship's problems instead of just your problems. One of the other pieces of content that I find most relatable, maybe not relatable, but certainly took on new meaning for me recently, is How I Met Your Mother. Is one of my favorite shows of all time, and one of the episodes that kind of spoke most to me originally when I saw it, and now again that I've gone through some situations, is at one point, I believe it's Ted and a gentleman by the name of Klaus. And I can't remember what episode it is or really what else happens in the episode. I'll be sure to tell you what episode it is right now, and the name of the episode is. And basically, the way that this is all going on, blah, 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 is Ted ends up on a train platform with, I believe, a runaway groom, and they're talking, and, you know, Ted is asking him all these questions, like, you know, why are you doing this, that sort of thing, like, are you sure? And basically what Klaus comes up with, he's German, by the way, that's a running, you know, that's a source of humor, is he says these two words, and one of them is
lebenslanger Schicksalsschatz. And the closest translation would be lifelong treasure of destiny.
And that's basically like what you've been searching for all these years, everything you've ever wanted, that sort of thing. And then the second word that he explains,
beinahe leidenschaftlicher Gegenstand. It means the thing that is almost the thing that you want, but it is not quite.
Almost the treasure of your desire, almost the everything, the whole caboot and caboodle. It's almost everything, but it's not. And so I think the line that he uses is he was like describing the girl, Klaus was describing the woman that he was trying to marry, or was going to marry, or was supposed to be marrying, and he basically says, you know,
And Victoria ist wunderbar, but she is not my lebenslanger Schicksalsschatz.
That's why stuff sucks. That's why it can suck so much, is because it feels like it was this big thing. It feels like it was everything. It feels like it's what you've been after forever. But it's not. It's just, it's close, which is why it sucks, because it felt like it was, but it's just not. A phrase that I came up with shortly after my breakup that, I mean, I'm sure exists in another form, and maybe I'm just plagiarizing here, but I don't think I am. The cost of something amazing is something great. Meaning that in order to have something amazing, you may have to lose or compromise on something great. And that's, again, very applicable to the relationship I was in that ended, is that was something great, but in the end game, if it's what I've lost to attain something amazing, then in the end, it'll be worth it, if that makes sense. It borders, you know, the ends justify the means, but it's not as sinister as that. It's just saying you can recognize that something's great and you can recognize that something's amazing, but a lot of the time, in order to get to that next level of something being amazing, you're gonna have to lose or at least take a step back from that thing that was great. This is looking cleaner. It looks a little less yellow, but maybe it's just because my eyes are adjusting. But it looks pretty dang good to me right now. I'm looking at going into my second year now, working a little more than my second year. I guess I'm already in my second year of working freelance. And it's going really well. I'm kind of getting everything I hoped I would get out of it. And I'm looking forward to see the challenges and stuff that are coming this next year. We're just kind of talking about life in general, I guess. Looking forward to seeing, what comes out of this in the next year. Whether I'll end up in the same place as I am now, or if I will be skyrocketed somewhere perhaps, or if there will just be, incremental improvement, is really what I would be satisfied with. It's been a bit of a serious year, quite frankly. So, thought I'd just goof around a little bit in the tub. But yeah, I've enjoyed making the vlogs. Obviously, I want to improve upon them and make them better and have more stuff in them rather than just me coming to the camera every Monday night and going, hey, I forgot to record anything this week. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching them. But yeah, I've had a great time with, aside from a few key major parts of the last year, i.e. me getting broken up with and like some other things that have been annoying, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. This last year has been pretty great, honestly. I've, again, loved working where I work, which is basically everywhere. Meeting new people, making new friends, hanging out with old friends, and obviously, being around family. So, no complaints from me whatsoever. This isn't meant to be a year in review, but again, it's just been a great year, and I look forward to kind of seeing where things go after this kind of down period as we start back up in the fall with all of our sports stuff. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited for me to get back into the sports world and be doing that work at a higher level, more directing, which will be awesome. And hopefully this desk mat will remain clean for another 2 years, which is the last, I think, when I got it. So hopefully it'll look this good in 2 years. But that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks for stopping by. I will catch all of you next week, but if I don't, have a good one. Peace!